everyone, Huni here, and for today's video, we're going to dive into the myth of the creation of Mayon Volcano. I was inspired to share the story when I came upon this picture that was taken by photojournalist Ciriaco Santiago III. I may have butchered that name and I'm so sorry to Mr. Santiago, and I was so taken aback with how beautiful it was. So I started reading through the comments on that picture and I found out that there was actually a story, a myth or a legend, behind the creation of Mayon Volcano, which was kind of in tune with the theme of the picture taken by Santiago, where it's as if two lovers were embracing each other. That's kind of interesting, right? But before we get into it, let's have a little background first. Mayon Volcano, also known as Mount Mayon, confusing, right? Is a beautiful stratovolcano located in the province of Albay, in Bicol region. Mayon Volcano is a popular tourist spot because of its perfect cone shape, but despite its beauty, it is feared for its destructiveness as it is one of the Philippines' most active volcanoes. As of recent, it is active again. On a side note, there's a ton of variations and iterations of this story, so I took the parts that were more pronounced and common in the sources and followed with those. Anyways, let's begin the tale. A long time ago, in a place known as Ibalon, a beautiful girl named Daragang Magayon was born. Daragang Magayon means beautiful lady. Ibalon is an old name for the Bicol region of the Philippines. Magayon was the daughter of Makusog, the tribal chief of Rawis, and Tawani. Unfortunately, the fates were not so kind and Tawani died shortly after giving birth to Magayon. Magayon grew up to be a beautiful and sweet young lady that had attracted hordes of suitors vying for her affection. A handsome and powerful chief and hunter of the Inika tribe, Pagtuga, sought to woo her with materialistic gifts from jewels, gold, and various other precious gifts. However, these gifts would not capture the fair maiden's attention, much less her heart. One day, whilst Magayon was bathing in the Yawa River, she slipped on the rocks and fell into the river. Not knowing how to swim, she shouted for help. Luckily for her, Panganoron, or Ulap, in other versions of the story, heard her cries and jumped into the river to save Magayon. Bonded by this experience, the two became friends and soon became lovers. Panganoron asked for Makusog's blessing to take his daughter's hand in marriage. Makusog approved, of course. He wanted nothing but happiness for his daughter. Mars, narinig mo na ba yung balita? Oh my God, Mars, hindi pa. Ano ba yun? Ikakasal na si Magayon. Oh my God, Mars, kailan? Oh my God. Quickly, the news spread of the engagement and Pagtuga was livid with rage. He captured Makusog and threatened Magayon that he will only release her father if she agrees to be his wife. What a douche! In order to save both his bride and Makusog, Panganoron led his warriors to battle with Pagtuga. After a lengthy and brutal battle, Panganoron victoriously defeated Pagtuga. From here, the story branches into two different paths, but both end on the same ending. The first path goes like this. Magayon, who watched from afar, ran to embrace her lover. As they embraced, one of Pagtuga's warriors fatally shot an arrow into Panganoron. Magayon held Panganoron as he died in her arms. Unable to deal with the loss of her lover, she took a knife from Panganoron's belt. She shouted Panganoron's name before thrusting the knife into her own heart. Another version of the story goes like this. But as Panganoron and Magayon were about to embrace each other, a poisoned arrow struck Magayon. Then, as Panganoron was kneeling over the dying Magayon, Pagtuga's soldier stabbed him. The story reaches its conclusion and connects as follows. To honor their love, Makusog buried the lovers together. Time passed, and they noticed that the area where the lovers were buried started to take form of a volcano. Makusog named it Mount Mayon, after his dearly beloved daughter's name. You see, Mount Mayon is as beautiful as the late Daragang Magayon. Some people said that it's a curse because she took her own life, but myths and legends said Magayon is the volcano and Panganoron is the clouds that surround the beautiful volcano, hence why in other iterations of the story, he is called Ulap, which translates to clouds. It is believed that when the volcano is about to erupt, that's Pagtuga bothering Magayon. Some also believe Panganoron is hugging Magayon when the volcano is calm, while others say that the two are kissing when clouds emerge at the top. And that's the story of the creation of Mayon Volcano. It's a tragedy that tells of the unfortunate fate of two lovers who died due to bitter jealousy. It also teaches us that one must respect another person's feelings. If the person says no, let us respect that and move on. Announcement time! I've created a Redbubble account, and if you want to support me, you can get some of the stickers that I've designed down in the link below. Due to the nature of the pandemic and difficulties in travel, it's difficult for me to mass produce my own stickers and send it via mail. So I thought that the next best option was to create a Redbubble account and set up shop there. So please do take the time to check out my shop. Anyways, if you're new here, please click on the subscribe button and leave a little like there. If you need this video for your lessons, comment down below if it helped in any way. Please do not repost my content elsewhere, or at least credit me. If you want to learn more about Mayon Volcano, I've included my sources in the description box below. So basically, that's it for today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one.